Hello, FeminSTEMites. My name is Mari.
I'm Kelly.
And we created 20 different questions to help you get to know us better. And in the true FeminSTEM style, 10 of these questions are Fem related, so you get to know us as girls, and 10 of them are science related, so you get to know us as scientists. Okay, so the first of the Fem questions. What is the last text message that you sent?
It's here because I texted Mari so she can let her know that I'm here so she can let me into her dorm.
Yeah, because my dorm is locked and I have to let her in every single time, which is pretty much every single day.
Yes.
And my last text message was for her to coordinate her to come over here. Okay, what is your favorite band?
I have lots of favorite. Okay, Coldplay, Arctic Monkey, The Shins, Black Keys, just that area. Those are like my main favorite. Two Door Cinema Club.
My favorite band is Roswell, and you probably have never heard of them. They were founded from our sister school, but they're not your average high school band.
Yeah, they're really good.
And we'll put a link in the in the box below us.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite makeup object?
Lipstick. I've been really getting into lately. Yeah, I think lipstick is a really easy way to change your whole look and have a complete confidence booster.
Yeah, I feel like you can just put on lipstick and everything's better.
Yeah.
Trend?
Braids. I braid my hair a lot, so when braids get into trends again, it means like new ideas for new things I can do with my hair. It's really exciting.
I think mine is neutral colored eyeshadows are really coming back in, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
And just like a more natural looking face, which I think is good. And then brand.
Maybelline New York. I have used their lipstick since when I was little, drawing on the wall to actually on my lips. I just really love the brand. It's great.
For me, it's Clinique, and again, it's kind of like the thing that was my first makeup experience, was going to the Clinique counter and getting your makeup done. What are you afraid to lose most?
I am afraid to lose my ability to push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm a very shy, introverted person, and it's very easy for me to get like scared or anxious and just like revert back to what I'm safe or more comfortable with, and always need like the reminder to like go out there and like try new things and just push myself and set new challenges and to like move myself out of my comfort zone. Yeah.
I'm afraid to lose my vision, and I think it really started coming up when I got glasses, and the fact that just like my vision has declined over time, and it freaks me out. I'm such a visual person that I'm like, how would I remember how to do like everything that I need to do without being able to like have it down on a list? Sum up your style in one sentence.
Okay. So, bookish nerd girl meets modern, edgy / boho chick character like Allison Argent from Teen Wolf meets like some like quirky, eccentric person with like the practicality and utility of like Katniss Everdeen style, all layered on top. It's like a recipe.
Yeah, it's a crazy recipe.
Yeah.
I think mine is best summed up with Julep. The nail polish brand has these different boxes and they have different names for them, and one is classic with a twist, and I'm like, that's my style. I really like classic lines, but in fun colors and just mixing up with new trends. So that kind of rolls into the next question of what is your favorite piece of clothing right now?
Sweaters. I really love sweaters. I've always loved sweaters, but now like sweaters have become more of like a new thing where they've come in trend with like graphic prints and like cooler, quirkier designs, which is always really nice, and like different types of knit.
Yeah, I just got really into sweaters and infinity scarves, but my newest obsession is maxi skirts, and especially as we're moving into winter, the fact that you can still wear skirts and not freeze to death.
Yeah.
Girl crush?
Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like she is like part of like if I had a spirit animal, like she would take up like half of my spirit animal, because the other half would be like, I don't know, John Green, Maureen Johnson, Tina Fey, But she's just so amazing. I love her work, and like the way she changes and morphs into these new characters, and she's just amazing.
Yeah. My current girl crush comes from Breaking Point. I know I'm late to the game, but I'm a dancer, so I always am afraid to watch dance-related TV shows because I don't always agree with how dance is portrayed in them. But there's this character named Beck Ann, and she's 21 right now, and she just made it as a soloist in a company, and I'm just like, you're 21 and you're already living out your dream, and it's just amazing. Favorite movie?
I have lots of favorite movies, but one of my like recent ones I've like just rewatched over and over is Moonrise Kingdom, directed by Wes Anderson. It's just such a lovely, sweet story. You should watch it if you haven't. And The Way Back, it's a very funny coming of age story. The characters are like so lively and great. You should also watch that movie too.
My favorite movie is Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 version. And I know it's not like the longer ones where they're able to really like drown out or explore the plot, but the characters are really well portrayed, and the costumes are so pretty, and the sets are just so beautiful. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would it be?
London, England. I am such a huge Anglophile. I totally did stay up until like 5 a.m. on a school night to watch Kate Middleton's wedding on like BBC. Yep, that was a thing.
Yeah, I'd say London too. It's just such a cool city. I don't know.
It's just like this feeling, like everything, like it's a huge cultural diversity.
Yeah.
And like London.
It's just the epitome of everything, I feel like. One life goal.
One of my life goals is to one day direct and write my own movie, and I really would love to like be able to get the chance to tell a story from like my point of view, or tell stories in different ways and change how people view different character tropes out there, like the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, or like, I don't know, just tell all these stories that I see around when I walk around daily life that I don't see in like the movie theaters. That would be a really great chance.
I love dance and I love science, but I think my real passion is education, which I know sounds really funny coming from someone my age, but my life goal is to change the way we think about education. It's a tiny goal, right?
Yeah.
You know, just a little. Okay, and now moving on to the sciencey questions. Favorite TV show or movie with a science thingy?
Doctor Who. I just came back from watching The Day of the Doctor. So great. I can't wait till Christmas.
Oh, is it on ice until that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. My favorite science TV show, like the first thing that comes to mind is Nova. I watched a lot of Nova as a child. Probably didn't understand a lot of what was happening when I was 7 years old, but their ability to make it so you can. They're able to tell really complicated scientific ideas in very terms that we understand.
Yeah.
Next one, favorite tech company.
Google's my favorite company. It would be a dream to one day work there. I just love how they spend or use their influence and their resources as a company towards like scholarships and sponsoring like robotics teams, to spending time and research to come up with things like Google Glasses, and how using Google Maps to create like new experience. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but you can use like, there's this feature that they have where you can use like Google Maps to explore like Paris, or see the Eiffel Tower, and just everything they've done. Like, you can Google search by image now, and just like the aesthetic and like feel and design of all their websites and products is just so amazing. I just love Google.
Well, my favorite tech company is Apple, and their technology is amazing, but more just their ability to capture us and to keep us interested in their products, and how they're able to just the product just seamlessly integrate into our lives. Like, smartphones weren't really big until Apple got into it. No one even thought that tablets would become a thing before Apple, so it's just their ability to capture us. Okay, why STEM?
I just really always love science in the way it can explain and break down the world into very simple concepts, and I just like science. I think it's like a really cool, amazing thing to see how our world comes together and can be broken apart and be explained by these very simple, basic laws.
For me, I feel like it's the quintessential 21st century subject. I feel like a lot of our world is changing. It's really the only thing that's constant in our lives, and a lot of that change is driven through STEM fields. A misconception about STEM.
I would say one misconception about STEM is that either it's a really like hard, like cold, like technical field, you know, very mathematical, and you work very individually, and if you like STEM, that means like you aren't as capable or don't like reading and writing or arts as much, or if you like arts, reading or writing, you don't like STEM, you know, like, or you have a weakness in that, when really STEM is can be a very relatable subject depending on how it's presented to you, and also you can like the arts and like STEM, like I like film and drawing and I love science, and Mari loves dance and she loves science, like.
And people just think kind of you're crazy.
Yeah, they're just like, what? And like when you tell them that I want to be an engineer and filmmaker, they think you're like trying to meld the two subjects, which is really cool. But I mean, when I say I want to be an engineer and filmmaker, I mean like completely separate things. Like I want to make films and then go and do my engineering thing.
Yeah. For me, it's just the stereotypical idea of what a girl is in science, and how you're either like a tomboy, and you have to be like tomboy, and you can't be a person who likes glitter and color pink and those kinds of things.
Yeah,
yeah.
I always feel like when I pull out my like issue of like Vogue or Elle, like, and I tell people I like science, like somehow like their perception of me like changes a bit, or like
they're like, you're not serious about science.
Yeah, or like they think I'm like not as smart as I would be without that magazine in my hands. It's
something about it. Favorite number or number concept?
The imaginary number I is my favorite. I just remember learning about it in like middle school math class and just being like really amazed that there's an imaginary number, and I can take the square root of negative numbers, and that I was lied to this whole time.
It's some conspiracy.
I know, but I just kind of like it because it stands by the letter I, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And it just looks real cool when you write it.
For me, it's the golden ratio, and this idea that there are ratios in nature that we think to be more aesthetically pleasing than others, and how this isn't something we know, and you don't know that you're thinking this way until you're shown it. And that kind of just blows my mind, and how there are like these mathematical laws within nature. Okay, favorite scientific song?
So I was at a Wizard Rock concert this summer, and Hank Green was performing. He did a song on like quantum physics / mechanics, and that's my favorite like science-y song that I've heard so far. Other than the quadratic formula along to Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yes, okay. Mine is ASAP Science's Elements song, and it's set to Can Can. And it's part of his lyrics, they're amazing, but it's also their drawings and their like animation stuff that goes along with it. Favorite scientific YouTuber?
Crash Course, and I guess Khan Academy too in the same way, where they bring these subjects and classes and education down to a really like accessible and easily understandable and relatable level where everyone can understand and receive the same information. And the way they present it too is also like with Crash Course, all the animations just really like pleasing to the eye and just really nice and well put together, I think.
Yeah, I love ASAP Science, just because everything is formed as questions a lot of the time, so it kind of enthralls you and you like want to click on it because you want to know the answer. And Minute Physics, and they just started something where they're trying to explain one thing in 10 seconds, which I think is really clever. It's just like clear, concise. Let's know what this is. Favorite scientific law or concept?
I think the concept of time is just really mind-blowing. The way people experience time differently, like how when you're astronomers or when you're even looking at a star or up into the night sky, you're really looking to the past. You can't like see that star in its present state because of how long it takes light to travel to reach your eyes, and how the sun can blow up. And I would know 8 minutes from now, or just time dilation, special relativity, like all that stuff. Time is just really cool to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, the electromagnetic spectrum is really always fascinating, and how energy and matter are related. Favorite STEM subject?
Physics.
Yeah, ours is both physics. We're both getting degrees related to physics,
Yeah.
engineering, and
Yeah.
natural science with a physics emphasis. Favorite application of STEM idea to a non-STEM thing?
Okay, so a while ago, these two guys had a project where they were traveling around Europe and they saw all these like great and amazing architectural buildings and monuments, and they wanted to share them with everyone in a way where the person, the viewer, would be able to actually experience like the awe and the beauty of the building. So what they did was they set up a camera through time lapse and they took like thousands and thousands of pictures of every angle of the building. And when they put the photos together, they used some kind of like math program. I don't remember the name, but I'll put a link to the video in like the bar, where when you watch the video, it does feel like you're actually there, standing in front of the building, and it's just so cool. It's like super sharp HD, like 3D feeling, like it's just gorgeous. Yeah, like they'll explain better than I can. I'm not doing justice.
For me, it's kind of an interesting thing about how physics and dance are related, because those are two things that I'm really interested in, and how as dancers we intrinsically use physics laws to make it look like we're jumping higher. And it's not because in our brains we worked out the equations for it, but because over time we have figured out that if you do this, you can jump higher.
Yeah, or like the beginning ballet is built on geometry.
Yeah, it's just those kind of interesting intertwines between arts and sciences.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll put links to all our social media accounts.
All of the social medias.
Yes, and also the link bar doobly-doo thing, so we can always see what we're up to and follow us for like news and updates.
Yeah, we'll also put links down to the video that Kelly was talking about and the band that I was talking about.
Thank you for watching. As always, your reviews are appreciated.
And subscribe to this channel to make sure that you don't miss any of our beautiful
Yeah.
faces.